Hey friends, welcome to the vlog. It's good to have you here. I hope you're ready to strap in and hang out for a minute because I have for you today the entire Arnold Sports Festival weekend in one single video. It's a long one, but I hope you enjoy. On the way to Columbus, we stopped at Penn Station East Coast Subs. I'm an East Coast girly, but I don't know what the difference between East and West Coast sub sandwiches are. I got an Italian sandwich, and I think Joey had the turkey club. I really enjoyed my food, and I also like the way that they make their french fries. We don't have this chain restaurant in my area, so it was interesting to find out that there's even a difference between East Coast sandwiches and sandwiches in other parts of the US. If you know the difference, let me know in the comments because I honestly have no idea. In this vlog, you're gonna see everything we get up to this weekend, as well as all the good food that we ate while we were at the Arnold. I'll have links in the description to everywhere we went in case you're interested in checking out any of those places.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is older there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, flowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, all my memories gather round.
After about a 5-hour drive, plus pit stops, we made it to downtown Columbus. This trip, we stayed at the Red Roof Inn Plus in the downtown area, very close to the convention center. It wasn't the best hotel that you can stay at, but it was relatively affordable, clean, and very conveniently located. I especially liked that they had an easy access parking lot that we could go to and from. If you're thinking about planning a trip to the Arnold in Columbus, I would highly recommend that you look for lodging as soon as you're able. Whether it's a hotel or an Airbnb, rooms sell quickly. Keep in mind that the closer you are to the convention center, the more expensive rooms are going to be. You might consider booking with friends or family who are also interested in going so that you can split the cost of the hotel or the Airbnb. Plus, it's always more fun to hang out with friends while you're at a convention.
There's gonna be so much stupid footage on here. You're gonna regret your life, bro. And it's no steady cam, it's just gonna be bouncy fucking 3-hour footage of nothing. Good luck.
If you get in on a Thursday or Friday, I would really recommend that you go straight for the Arnold statue. People start lining up like crazy to get pictures with Arnold, so save yourself some time and get there as soon as you can. Before our trip, I looked up some restaurants in the area so we wouldn't be scrambling for something to eat. Thursday evening, we went to BBQ Chicken Columbus, which is a Korean restaurant. They specialize in Korean fried chicken and they had a lot of different flavors to choose from. We got the secret sauce and the cheeseling flavors, plus the rosé tteokbokki. I enjoyed all of the food here, but I kind of wish that I had skipped out on the tteokbokki and gotten a third flavor of chicken. I was super impressed with how crispy the fried chicken was even after being covered in sauce. The original flavor was sweet and salty and garlicky with just a tiny hint of spice, but not spicy. The seasoning flavor was cheesy and savory and had a tiny bit of sweetness. It's basically just a powdered cheese topping, but I still really liked it. I love cheese in all forms. I've never tried it before, so I was not sure what to expect, but overall I really enjoyed it. This place was really good, surprisingly good, actually. I would definitely recommend coming here, although it seems like there are other Korean fried chicken places in the area. On the way back to the hotel, we picked up some freshly baked cookies at Lying Cubs Cookies. Similar to Crumble, they have different flavors available on different days and different weeks, so we got everything that they were offering that day.
Lying Cubs Cookies.
Some-
Simba.
Somewhere in downtown Columbus, right?
Yeah.
What were the flavors?
Cherry, something.
Okay.
Red velvet. Doggy chow. So I think they put dog food. I said edible dog food, maybe. I don't know. I think that's white chunk macadamia and some bullshit. But yeah, that's fucking good. How many all is? YOLO.
What's up? Today is Friday and it's about 8:30 in the morning. We're at the hotel room getting ready to go out. I think the plan today is go to the convention, see if we can get our badges, wristbands, whatever this early. Hopefully we can, because then maybe we can avoid some of the lines. And then we want to go out to breakfast to Catalina's. We'll probably take an Uber because traffic in the city is going to be really bad today. And then come back and do convention stuff and get more food and snacks and stuff throughout the day. So yeah, looking forward to Catalina's very much. It's one of our favorite restaurants here in Columbus. And yeah, let's go. This is the outfit for today. The lighting is really bad in this hotel room, so probably can't see it very well. I've got some Converse, some black and white tube socks. These are leggings from, I think the brand is Aula on Amazon. They're definitely like Alphalete knockoffs, but they're actually like really nice. I like them a lot. They're pretty comfy. I have a striped tank top underneath. This is from Forever 21, but it's honestly like 10 years old. I don't really shop at Forever 21 anymore, but I don't want to throw away clothes that is still good. This cropped hoodie is from Into the AM that I also bought a few years ago. It's pretty comfy, but I actually think that company doesn't make women's clothing anymore. But to be honest, it's freaking cold here in Columbus, so I probably am not going to look that cute anyways because I'm going to have a big old jacket on top. But yeah, outfit of the day. Pants look pretty cute. I'm honestly feeling really bloated because have been eating a lot. So it's whatever. I'm just here to lurk and jerk, have a good time. I don't really care if I look super snatched or anything. I lied. Since the parking lot was not looking too full, we weren't worried about not having a space when we got back, so we headed right for Catalina. This is hands down our favorite restaurant in Columbus, Ohio, and I cannot recommend it enough. They have Tex-Mex inspired breakfast items and sandwiches. I got the pork tacos, and I think Joey got the egg sandwich. Plus, we also had horchata, and I love horchata. Catalina's also has vegetarian, vegan, and gluten-free options upon request, and they have paint pens on every table so you can customize. Joey took this picture of me and said I looked like Nick Cage. What do you think? Here are my tacos that come with corn. We also got the pancake balls with Nutella and bacon. And here's Joey's sandwich. You can see the egg, pork, and avocado on the inside. His sandwich also came with tortilla chips. Seating inside is a little limited, but they do have seating outside as well. It's pretty cold during February and March, but you can make do or you can eat in your car. They have their own parking lot. Bathroom selfie, of course. Back from breakfast, and we're on our way to the convention center to get our badges. The con is just a short walk from our hotel and the hotel parking lot. Although this is not the main entrance, it was really convenient and really nice to be able to walk through these long hallways rather than around the outside of the convention center. Heroes and Games is located inside the convention center, and Joey was excited to see that they gather. But they had a lot of other relatively affordable comic book and anime merchandise. We picked up our badges. It was really fast and easy because we ordered our tickets ahead of time, and you can see that it's already rather crowded. Enjoy the vibes of walking in to the main event area. In this space, they have competitions all the way to the left and all the way to the right, as well as at the back of the room, there's a big main stage. In the center of the room, that's where they have all the vendors, people selling supplements, clothing, and workout equipment. Highly recommend trying as many free samples as you can stomach. After making some rounds in the main area, we went to check out what kind of sport competitions were happening this year. We walked into the finals of the mass wrestling, and it was really interesting to see this in person. We checked out some of the medieval fighting that was happening in the main space. They had medieval fighting all weekend with various different implements. It was also fun to watch some of the amateur strongman competitions, although it was really difficult to get close enough to see what was going on. On one of the main stages in that area, they also had USA weightlifting. Weightlifting is such a cool sport, and I really enjoyed watching the competitors giving it their all. Here's some USAPL powerlifting. These are people in the Masters division. They were putting up some big numbers. Another one of my most recommended spots in Columbus, Ohio is the North Market. And in the North Market, they have lots of food and snacks. We love Jenny's Splendid Ice Cream. I got 3 flavors in a waffle cup. They make those waffle cups fresh at the store. I got the Wild Berry Lavender, Brambleberry Crisp, and powdered jelly donut. All were super good. Here's the view from up in the seating area on the second floor. The North Market has something for everyone. If you don't know where to eat, you can find something there. And it's right across the street from the convention center. After our snack, we sat in on some Thai boxing. They were really going at it. They actually had 2 rings set up in this room and had 2 fights going concurrently. They had men's and women's and different weight classes. Here's some more USAPL powerlifting. It was so cool to see older people lifting some heavy weights. This lady here is lifting over 400 pounds. Each of those red plates is 55 pounds. After checking out some cool competitions, we headed back to the North Market for Hot Chicken Takeover. Don't be a hero. When they say their chicken is hot, they really mean it. I got the warm, and it definitely had a kick. The only thing I don't love about Hot Chicken Takeover is that they put a piece of bread under your fried chicken, I assume, to soak up the oil, but I didn't really want to eat that piece of bread because it was so greasy. But the chicken is so crispy. I don't understand. Ohio knows how to do fried chicken. Would highly recommend this. And they make their own ranch dressing, which normally I'm not a ranch girly. I'm more of a blue cheese girly. But I'm not gonna say no to homemade ranch. Other options you can find at the North Market include ramen, Vietnamese, American barbecue, there's a Somali restaurant, Mediterranean, burgers, donuts, Mexican, literally something for everyone. There are more options than I can think of off the top of my head, so be sure to check it out if you're in the area. Back at the convention center, we sat in on some more of the medieval fighting. This was the two-handed sword dueling. Different implements have different scoring systems, and for this type of duel, they were trying to earn the most points, which included hits to the head and body. One of my favorite competitions of the weekend was the arm lifting. It really inspired me to work on my grip training.
Very fluid, very smooth. Yeah.
All the way from Australia? Wow, there we go.
Easy.
There we go.
Great lift, Haley. I'll be the first to lift this.
Oh,
I think we got our answer.
There you go. Let's go, Miss McClure. Come on, Tammy. Oh, wow.
That's not Tammy's PR either, folks.
Come on.
Great lift.
This was the winner of the event, and she was trying to lift well over 150 pounds with just her fingertips.
Heartbreaking the close goes. Fingertips in her head. And by the way, I was a little distracted. Cell phones are great, except they tell you when your car is broken into 2,000 miles away. So I got a notification in the middle of the women's axle deadlift that my trunk was open on my Tesla. So thanks, Elon, but I can't close it from here.
And that was the end of our day one at the Arnold Sports Festival. We did a lot of shopping, and we checked out a bunch of fun competitions. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Chris, aka Terrible Hime. I would consider myself an average fitness enjoyer at the Arnold Sports Festival, and I make planner, plant, lifestyle, and fitness content here on YouTube. I'm branching out into travel vlogs, so if any of that content interests you and you'd like to see more, consider subscribing and like the video if you would go to the Arnold Sports Festival. Saturday check-in, day 2 I guess. You probably saw a whole bunch of random stuff that we did yesterday if I edited the vlog any decent way at all. Today, first thing I need to go get my wristband, and then we'll probably go get some breakfast, and then we just are gonna be basically just watching a whole bunch of random sports all day, I think. We want to check out the 5-on-5 medieval fighting. We want to try to catch some gymnastics and some cheerleading. And we really enjoyed the arm lifting competition yesterday, and I think the men are competing today. But we also watched a lot of Thai boxing. I think there's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu going on. There's lots of fun stuff. So just gonna take you around and show you everything that we're doing and looking at. And yeah, I also bought a few things. Maybe I'll do a haul when we get back home. This is the outfit of the day in the worst hotel lighting possible. These are Hoka shoes that I got because I thought they would be comfortable, but I actually don't think they're super comfortable. Adidas tube socks. These leggings are from Bombshell. They're kind of like a dark pink color with a chevron pattern, and then this is just like a tank top, and I got a bra underneath. But of course it's freezing in Columbus, so I will just have my jacket on literally the whole time. So anyways, thanks for sticking with me. Let's go get after some stuff. It's very chemically. Yeah, it's really chemically, but it's not terrible. For breakfast, we headed back to the Columbus Convention Center where they have a food court. This Greek food vendor in the food court had surprisingly good reviews in Google Maps, so we decided to give it a try. We ordered the omelet with hero meat, as well as pita and hummus, and Greek yogurt with honey. Everything was really good, but the Greek yogurt with honey really stood out to me. I haven't had full-fat Greek yogurt in a very long time, and this was super creamy and delicious, plus the added sweetness of honey was extra tasty. Saturday is the busiest day of the Arnold Sports Festival because it's the weekend and because it's not a travel day. If the main event space is a little too crowded for you, there's always the option of sitting in on other sports that are happening in the ballrooms and the hallways. Keep in mind that they have amateur bodybuilding competitions on the main stage in this expo center. But if you want to view the professional bodybuilding competitions and strongman competitions live in person, you have to pay an additional fee. Alternatively, you can sign up to watch the live streams of the bodybuilding and strongman competitions for free. This year they offered IFBB men's pro wheelchair, women's wellness, women's bikini, women's fitness, men's physique, men's classic physique, and men's open bodybuilding divisions. Here's another different implement they used in the Medieval Fighting Invitational. This one, I think they were specifically going for headshots. Many vendors are handing out free samples, and I grabbed a couple cans of energy drinks. The tiny cans of Ghost were a great idea. This is an example of one of the equipped powerlifting competitions. He's wearing a bench shirt that helps him lift as much weight as possible. It's honestly quite scary. I think that weight is over 600 pounds. You might also be interested in meeting your favorite fitfluencers and online personalities. If you follow somebody and you know they're at the Arnold Sports Festival, try to figure out where they're going to be appearing and at what times. Most likely, other people also want to meet them, so there will be lines, but if you show up early, you might be able to reduce the amount of time you're standing around. Some people are doing meet and greets officially through the Arnold Sports Festival, but many people are also just hanging out at vendor booths, and you can line up and meet them for free. Lean Beef Patty and Omar Esoff were both at the Rascal Apparel booth. Dr. Mike and Renaissance Periodization were also at the Arnold. Chris Bumstead and Sam Sullick were also doing meetups specifically through the Arnold. If you're really lucky, you might be able to catch somebody in the hallway to grab a picture, but I wouldn't count on it. The sports festival takes up more than just the main Columbus Convention Center. There are other buildings in the area that are also being used. One such building has gymnastics and cheerleading. We headed over there on the free shuttle bus. It's just a short drive and the shuttle buses come quite often. There's also a parking lot over there if you don't want to pay for more expensive parking closer to the main convention center. I didn't include any footage from the gymnastics we saw because it was all really small kids. The 5-on-5 medieval fighting was different than the other matches we had seen, not only because there were more people fighting at one time, but they didn't use a point system. It was about getting everyone on the opposing team on the ground. You could push them, you could pull them, you could trip them, you could kick them, but they had to be on the ground, and once you were on the ground, you were out of the match. Competitors could use all sorts of different implements, including, but not limited to, axes, swords, maces, shields, and I think I saw some people with pikes. This was one of the sponsors of the medieval fighting, and that drink was honestly really, really good. The medieval fighting was definitely one of the most entertaining and exciting events I watched all weekend. The powerlifting area was super packed on Saturday. They were putting up some heavy ass weights. It was awesome, but it was really hard to get a good seat. It's crazy awesome that you're able to watch people literally breaking strength world records right in front of you. The strict curling competition was also very interesting. I couldn't believe that some people were curling their entire body weight. Overall, I think the Arnold Sports Festival is a really fun and interesting event. Whether you're super into fitness or not, you can be a casual fitness enjoyer like myself and still have a really good time. Especially if you're willing to get out of the convention center and explore the greater Columbus area and check out all the great food spots they offer.
More ice cream. Buckeye donut. Red velvet with cream cheese. In this nice market.
So many hardworking puppers.
Let's go, David. Oh, wow.
For dinner, Saturday evening, we made a last-minute reservation at Rodizio Grill, a Brazilian steakhouse within walking distance of our hotel. It was honestly one of the best Brazilian steakhouses I've ever eaten at. The service was great, the food was great, and the price was very reasonable for what you get. If you are interested in going to a nicer sit-down restaurant while you're at the Arnold, I would highly recommend that you make reservations beforehand. A lot of the restaurants in the area that are nicer, where you sit down and you have a good meal, are only taking reservations during the Arnold because of how busy it gets. Anecdotally, we were really craving steak and we tried to walk into Ruth Chris and they turned us away. While we were waiting for our table to be prepared for our reservation at this Brazilian steakhouse, we also saw them turning away multiple people because they didn't have reservations. If you are skipping out on the pineapple at a Brazilian steakhouse, you are truly missing out because it's honestly one of the best parts of the meal. We left this restaurant feeling super satisfied. Day 2 was a rousing success. What's up? Today is Sunday and it's basically a hangout and travel day for us. I think we saw everything at the Arnold that we needed to see. We did some shopping, we looked around, got some free samples, watched a lot of wacky random sports. So the plan today is to get some breakfast, go to the Rogue retail store because they have a location here in Columbus. And then I saw a plant shop in the city that I wanted to stop at. And then we're just gonna head home. So if you're still hanging around and you want to see some of this like other stuff, then stick around and let's get going. Another Google Maps find. Basic Biscuits Kindness Coffee is a small cafe just a few minutes away by drive. Their menu is small, but they have a bunch of different flavors of mini biscuits. Apparently, I didn't get any footage of that. They offer sweet and savory options. I got the cold brew coffee, 3 sweet biscuits, a piece of their quiche. Joey got the biscuits and gravy with 5 savory biscuits and a hash brown. Hands down, the best sausage gravy I have ever had. Everything at this place was really good, and it's really cute and cozy. The Rogue retail store and warehouse is another short drive away, although they do have a space in the expo where you can try out some of their benches and implements and things like that. I think it's fun to stop by their retail store and gym because you can see everything that they offer. In the gym space, they have tons of racks and lots of their bigger equipment pieces. They also had a meet and greet with Tia Toomey. Joey and I were interested in purchasing one of Rogue's adjustable benches, and this is the leg press machine that we had originally planned to purchase before we got a different one through a series of fortunate events. I tested it out while we were there because why not? And honestly, I'm a little sad that we didn't get this one because it feels so nice, but it does have a really large footprint. It's heavy even without weights on it.
It's all steel, bro.
We went home with the Rogue Adjustable Bench 3.0 in the same dark red color that matches our rack. Buying it from the Rogue retail store means we skipped out on shipping fees. I also grabbed a Velcro lifting belt and a small rubber band for stretching. It was a struggle to get the bench into our car, but somehow we managed. Did you know they have Tim Hortons in Ohio? I have never seen a Tim Hortons before. Last stop before heading home is Strader's Garden Center. They have multiple locations in the Columbus, Ohio area, but this one just happened to be in the city and another short drive.
What do you mean? Who's being weird now? It looks like a Pokemon.
There was a cactus and succulent area right when you walk in, and then there were more tropical houseplants available deeper into the store. Tons of tiny lithops plants and some Hoyas, lots of small cacti, lots of cuties. They had a really good selection of philodendrons, a lot of common ones as well as some more rare, a few different fern varieties, several species of Dracaena, and the common varieties of ZZ plants as well. I went home with this small snake plant, a variety that I don't already have. Thanks for the good times, Columbus. See ya. We stopped at McDonald's in Washington, Pennsylvania on the way home. Joey and I both got double fish fillet sandwiches with extra tartar sauce. I thought the McDonald's anime collaboration was super funny, although I did not try the new sauce that they're promoting. It's a savory chili sauce, probably a little spicy. If you've tried it, let me know what you think. Any cats? Where the boys? Mr. Macheep? Mr. Macheep? Mr. Macheep? Mr. Toad? Here it comes. Here it comes. The boys. If you made it this far, I truly appreciate you sticking around for the Arnold Sports Festival 2024 weekend vlog. I had a really good time and I hope you enjoyed the video. I would like to think that this has been a successful foray into travel vlogging. Let me know if you agree. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!